Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. Let's say now you're in a car. You're in the driving seat. You ought to pay attention to the road in front of you. But as any experienced driver can tell you, but even people who've never sat in the driving seat of a car, those who never drove a vehicle, they can tell you, anyone can tell you, that you need to pay attention to what's behind you or beside you. You do. But here's the thing, your head only has eyes in the front. Okay? And you do see things in the from the side, but your view is focused on what's in front of you. So for you to drive a car and to continuously look back, that's not a wise thing to do. You may crash and you may get hurt, or you may hurt someone else unintentionally. So what did those that manufactured cars do? They designed 2 mirrors. Actually 3. There's 1 mirror above you. There are 2 at each side of the vehicle. Why? In order to enable you to see what's behind you. Why? Because you need that enablement. Without that enablement, you can drive a car, but the risk of you dying by accident or you harming someone else, probably unintentionally, increases. Why? Because you have your natural vulnerability. That is that you can only see what's in front of you. That's why you have those 3 enablements. And nobody questions that. We see it's necessary. Now let me tell you the following. When you are in agreement with Christ, the Holy Spirit often will weaken you in some areas. It can be that before you were born again, you were in the world, you had a big mouth, in the sense that you stood up for yourself. You didn't take any crap, and you put people in their place, and you confronted people. It can be that there was a strength you had. Now that you're born again, you tend to be weak in such aspects. And you tend to think, what? When I was in the world, man, I was like a boss. I didn't take stuff. Now that I'm born again, I'm kind of weak. And you tend to look down on yourself and think, oh, what is this? You're looking at things the wrong way. When you were in the world, you were lost. Okay? You were dependent upon what we call society, upon the cooperation of others. So you went along with society in order for you to be accepted, whether it's in an aversive manner, as an outcast, or accepted in an attractive manner. It's both acceptance seeking. You want to be accepted in order for you to have a job, for people to want to be around you. Because if people don't want to be around you, well, how are you going to have a job? How are you going to socialize? How are you going to have friends? How are you going to have an income when people are avoiding you? So to avoid harm, you went along with society, and you were competing for the best relief that was available to you. That is what you were doing. This was everyone is doing. And in your case, you had the option to act out and put people in their place. And it worked for you. But here's the thing. Hold on. I'll wait till the subway. But you get what I'm saying here. You had the ability and the option to act out because someone that has a job, and he depends upon the job, and people tend to act crazy against him at the job. He does not have the luxury to put people in their place, because if they tell him to pack his bags, what can he do? He has no roof to stay because he can't pay any rent, so he doesn't have the option to act out. You had it. And that was your strength, and people appreciated you for being so honest, all of that. But hold on a minute. That was not in line with Christ. And that attitude of putting people in their place and not taking any crap, the so-called forceful assertiveness that the world is praising, it has many side effects. First of all, it blinds you. It blinds you from seeing your own contribution to stuff. Secondly, it builds up your pride. And pride is something that's self-destructive. That's why the Most High is against pride. He's not against pride because he has an emotional deficit and he needs to feel the validation of his creatures. No, he is against pride because pride is self-destructive. So you were operating in pride while thinking you were defending yourself. First of all, the whole idea that you put the weight of your own defense upon yourself, that's already is a weight on you, but you didn't notice that. So now that you are operating in the spirit, in the supernatural, you don't depend upon that mental, emotional force anymore of putting people in their place. No, because now you overrule circumstances. For example, if someone has issues and leaks out towards you, you're not going to act out against an individual who already is in trouble. No, because before you only noticed when things didn't went your way or when you weren't respected. You were so into self-validation, so you didn't care whether someone just needed help or someone's really negative-minded. You just act out to defend your will. Now you don't do that anymore. Now you look at the whole circumstance. And now if someone needs help, it can be that someone comes from an oppressive household or someone isn't treated well by the environment, and now of course going to leak out because someone's malfunctioning. Now because you walk by faith, you endure whatever malfunction there is from an individual, but not because you approve it, but meanwhile you operate supernaturally to overrule the circumstance, and you're also going to the root of what's going on with that individual and you deal with it. Now you're enabled to really deal with stuff effectively. In the world, that force you had, it was relief seeking, but you were not aware it was relief seeking. Now you are delivered from relief seeking. So you have been weakened in some area, but that weakness enables you to operate in the power which comes from the Holy Spirit. Would you advise anyone to go in a car without any mirrors? Would you recommend someone to do that? No, because you know if they're on the road things go wrong. But that's how you were before you met Christ, before you followed him. But now that you follow him, you are called to operate in the power, and the power works well in your vulnerabilities and your weaknesses. So learn to look at things from Christ's point of view instead from this fleshly, self-centered point of view, because that point of view, the self-centered point of view, is a trap. That being said, agree with Christ and be at peace.